Now we will start with a new topic, two-dimensional arrays. First, have a look on what is multidimensional array. An array having more than one subscript is called multidimensional array. It may be two-dimensional arrays, three-dimensional array, etc. Secondly, often there is a need to store and manipulate two-dimensional data structures such as matrices and tables. Here, the array has two subscripts. One subscript denotes the row and the other column. As before, all subscripts, row and column start with 0. In this program, we will see the declaration of multidimensional array and create a simple program to accept and print 3x3 matrix program. So for this, we declare a variable by name num, but 3 of 3. Two-dimensional array we are using here. Two variables will be required, I and j for for loops. We will just prompt a message to user, enter 9 elements for the array, as we have declared 3x3 matrix, that is 9 elements we will require to fill rows and columns. So first, for I equals to 0 and I less than 3, increment by 1. Inside this for loop, a nested for loop we will use here. For j equal to 0, j less than 3 and j plus plus. Now we will use a scanf statement here inside this nested loop, so that a 9 element array value is accepted. See here, previously we were using and num of I. As it was a single dimensional array, row wise values we are accepting it, but here row wise and column wise. So in a single statement, just use and num of I and j. We have to close a outer loop here. Next, to display the values, once again we have to use a for loop here to display all the values. Same concept which we have used above. For I equals to 0, I less than 3 and I plus plus. Just we will leave a blank lines. For that we have to use a slash n sign. Next, for j equals to 0, j less than 3 and j plus plus. Printf comma num of I and j, so that a row wise and column wise value will be displayed. Fine. Here we just complete the program, apply the closing braces of main. So why we are using the two loops here? For accepting row wise value, we have to use a for loop, and for accepting a column wise value, j variable we are using inside a for loop. Same way to display the value row wise and column wise simultaneous, once again we are using two for loops here. Just have a look. We'll press Ctrl F9 to check the errors. Fine, no errors found. We will just enter any 9 elements value, suppose 1 2 3 4 5 till 9. Press enter. See, we have not got the proper output. Some error is there in our program. We will just check it. Yeah, we have just placed a semicolon to this for loop, so it was not executing. Fine. Rest of the lines here, once again we have just applied the semicolon. See, these are the logical errors which are not shown inside a syntax error. So be careful while typing a for loop or while loop. Do not apply a semicolon to that line. But when we are using a do while loop, for that while loop we have to apply a semicolon. Once again we will check it. Fine. Now we have got the proper output. See, 1 2 3, these values are accepted in a row wise position, and then 1 4 and 7 in a column wise position. So in a single variable we are holding now total 9 values. Previously we were using a single row wise values is accepted. So we have just created a simple program how to accept the numbers and print the series of two-dimensional arrays. In next